Oh, yeah, exactly. So, if you were here, 2-3 weeks ago? Something like that?
Give or take.
Yeah, we talked about 12 Rounds 2, and that thing was bad.
It was rough.
Josiah said it was a complete fail, and I said it was, well...
Barely passed.
It was a movie you should pass on. Because that's what I love about the 2 rating. It's either you can pass on it, or it's passable, so it just barely passed the test.
Regardless, you're not missing much with that.
Yes, it is totally worth passing up. We were talking off camera. I said if I was to all or nothing treatment this thing, well, honestly, none of them are surviving because
just based off the rules.
Exactly, based on the rules. But if I had the choice, I would say that 1 and 3 are worth having. Mm-hmm. John Moxley, who has...
It was Dean Ambrose at the time.
Yeah, Dean Ambrose at the time, exactly. But he's done a... So he convinced Vince that he was leaving WWE to pursue a movie called Cage Fighter. Although that wasn't all he was doing, obviously, because when Dean Ambrose left and he broke out of his prison, I hope I can find cool graphics to pop up. He ended up debuting at Double or Nothing and joining All Elite Wrestling.
Yep.
And
4 years after this movie.
Yes. Oh yeah. I don't know the month that the movie came out, but it is 4 years.
Yep.
I don't know if it was 4 years to the day, but yeah, it was definitely 4
probably
years.
Probably in the ballpark.
In that ballpark, yeah. But so in this movie where John Moxley was Dean Ambrose playing John Shaw, he is a cop who is coming back from a psychiatric he's returning to work after the cop mind doctor said, "You're all right, come on back."
You're good to go.
Yeah, because
back in there, kid.
He lost his rookie partner and got shot on the job. And so, they want to make sure he's good to go before he comes back.
Which is good. You should do that.
Oh, yeah. You don't want to just be like, God,
you're fine. Suck it up.
Yes.
Get back in there.
That's funny. So, on his first day back, he bumps into a guy that he trained with, and came up in the law enforcement with. His name is Burke. This guy... He's been in a bunch of stuff that I liked. I notated
about the actor.
The actor himself, who played Burke. He was in Star Trek Enterprise. He was in Arrow, the TV show.
That's the place I saw him.
And he did voice acting in Justice League Dark. So I was like, man, this...
Who was he? Dark.
I wish you hadn't asked because I forgot to look it up. But I will pop up the image. That's okay. The audience will know the answer, even though I forgot to notate it down so I can tell you.
Cool. That means I'll figure it out when I watch the video.
Exactly. But yeah, Burke isn't the only actor who pops up in this thing. So I was talking to Ahmed. I was like, the villains are really the ones who carry this. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Mox does an okay job, but he's clearly not. This ain't his full-time day job.
Yeah, about to say he's not well versed. I will say though. Giving credit where it's due. He's a better actor than I thought he would.
Oh yeah, exactly. I think the reason he does good is because he's stoic most of the time. Yeah. But he's also confident. He's conveying all emotions that are really good for a professional wrestler to use
to tell a story.
Exactly. But yeah, so as I was saying, Burke isn't the only villain who is helping to make this thing tolerable and carry it along. There's another villain named Darrow, who I enjoy from shows like Scorpion and Castle and a movie. You ever seen the movie A Guy Thing?
A Guy Thing?
Yeah. Oh my God. So this thing stars Jason Lee.
Okay.
Selma Blair. I think that's her name.
Okay.
And God, there was this chick who was just like the hot thing at that point. Anyway, I forget her name, but
what year was it? I could probably guess.
I swear, like 04, 05. 04. Could be 03. But regardless, the point is, Jason Lee stars in this movie called A Guy Thing, right?
Gotcha.
And so he has the hots for his fiance's cousin. He just doesn't know it at the time, right? He just doesn't know it at the time. So he's having a bachelor party, and they hire this hula girl, and she's awkward as all shit, and it's amazing. And so he's awkward too. So
well, okay, so
and so like they're equally awkward.
okay, so they're vibing off.
And so he has a thing for her, and then later finds out that it's his fiance's cousin. Well, anyway, they don't do anything naughty time, but he thinks they did because he was so drunk that
he does not.
He thinks that they. Well, anyway, so her ex, who I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure he's a cop in it too. So he's good at playing dirty cop.
Good.
Got he's got some practice, exactly. But whatever his day job is, I forget. But he's just so freaking fun in this dang thing. So anyway, the point is, John has a good supporting cast. Even this rookie cop, her name is Taylor.
Yeah, Taylor, I remember her.
She's a really good supporting character throughout because she, unlike most of the cops in the station, she actually treats John Shaw with respect because she's a rookie and he's a seasoned veteran.
Right.
But most of the other ones blame him, or seemingly
it's your fault,
are blaming him for the death of his rookie.
Right.
And clearly that they don't go into detail, but as him being our protagonist, it's clear that he isn't actually at fault, or I believe that he's innocent of said accusation.
I didn't get the vibe that he actually had a role to play. Like, the kid just happened to be his partner and died.
Yes, that's the way I felt too.
That's the story I got there.
But yeah, so Burke, the primary bad guy, he's taken over the drug gimmick from trafficking. There we go. Thank you. I like to throw the wrestling terminology in there when I get lost. And so he's, like I said, he's taken over. He's taken out his former allies,
right,
and making it all, just his game. And he's fun, he's interesting, and he's manipulative. He's good at putting things in his favor.
Indeed.
And we teased it in the prior episode, but this 12 rounds is not in reference to any game where Miles or what was the guy in the bad guy in the last one, Heller, in like a game like Miles from the first one or Heller in the second one. The 12 rounds are in reference to the number of bullets that John Shaw has while his police station is locked down, and that's all he has to use to stop
12 rounds.
these dirty cops who are out to get to take him out, to prevent him from passing along the information that he figured out that they were the ones behind the death of this drug trafficking bad guy.
Yeah, so I think the bullet gimmick in Deadpool, but stretched out to a whole movie, that's kind of the idea.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a good call on that.
Yeah. But yeah, so like I said, with this movie, it's 1000% just from the vibe of it. It's a better movie than the previous one by far.
Well, and here's the other thing: it's visually more compelling. So
yeah. I could also see what was going on.
I was going to say, in this movie, we don't have better lighting.
No.
So I made the joke last video that we have better lighting in this YouTube video than they did in 12 Rounds 2 Reloaded. But in 12 Rounds 3 Lockdown, there were a couple of instances where they would turn off the lights so that Sting could pop up. I'm just kidding. No, it was actually Sandman or Raven or Ryan Pillman. I mean, it's a wrestling gimmick to turn off the lights. But no, everything was easy to see. And the reason why that's important is because I got taken out of 12 Rounds 2 when I couldn't see anything in the police station. I was like, You cannot convince me that this police station where we are typing away and trying to figure out what's going on doesn't have any lights up in here. Like, I understand that you don't have a budget and you're trying to make things happen, but like, you're separating me from the story just by me being like, I don't believe this. And so, but that's a good thing about 12 Rounds 3 is it was easy to stay into the story because unless you were outside where it actually is dark at night, you could actually see what was going on. And even the stuff outside, they had spotlights and street lamps, doing all the good stuff things that made sense.
Yeah, things that have light, has light. Crazy concept. I know,
exactly, blows you away. But the thing about this, so generally speaking, it felt as though this was going to be another straightforward, here's what's up, what you think is the case, until we get to the climax, the finish line.
Right.
And it's revealed that the police counselor lady, I think she was a captain, but she pops in.
Yeah, she is a captain. I remember.
And she pops in there, and she's like, and John's like, oh, here, I stopping these bad guys. She's like, well, we're all on the same side here because I'm dirty too.
Yeah, I'm a heel, dang it.
Yeah, exactly.
It was the most surprise heel turn. I'm like, I kind of saw this coming, but
well,
regardless,
I thought it was good.
It was done well.
It was done well, exactly.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, it was funny because it was that final moment where Burke took out the Captain Lady Cop.
Yeah.
When he took her out, that's when John Moxley was able to record him in his evil.
Yeah, self-incriminating. He was doing the villain monologue that every villain in every movie has done in the history of time.
And so that's what got him when the police commissioner came in, and he was all like, "We got you now, Shaw." And Shaw's like, "I got all the evidence I need."
Dang it.
And then he does now he didn't blow anything up, but the conclusion is him walking out like it's a big
after taking the last round, shoot him
in the leg. Yeah,
shot him in the leg.
Oh, that's funny.
Good stuff. Yeah, I had a good laugh out of that one. That was
yeah, no, I thought it makes me at least consider watching more John Moxley movies because he did a good job, and like I said, the actual actors did really good work.
Yeah. They you could tell they were professionals. You had the vibe. They knew what they were doing.
Yeah. So personally, I gave this one a 3 out of 5. I thought it was just fine.
Yeah.
I think this is only the second time I've ever watched it because it's not a go-to. It's not a, oh my god. Yeah,
I'm bored. I'm going to watch 12 rounds 3.
Yeah. So there was a period of time in my life where I would constantly pop on the Avengers. Like, nothing's going on. Avengers. Let's watch that. Avengers. That's some good stuff right there. I can't say that there has ever been, or do I ever anticipate there being a time where I'm like, you know what I need in my life? 12 rounds 3. But you know what you need in your life? You need my 68-page graphic novel, Everlasting Survivors, Volume 1, all day long. The Indiegogo is up. There's a link in the description. There are 5 cover options. There's t-shirts. There's hats. There are posters. And speaking of posters, here are the posters for the campaign. That is the Fabry Ferdian poster. This is the Jeff Hicks poster. If you purchase anything from the Indiegogo for Everlasting Survivors Volume 1 all day long, you will get yourself a Gamble comic sticker, much like the logo that is on my hat. I really appreciate you being here and watching. I appreciate you here coming here and talking about it, my man.
Indeed.
And it's been a hard push on this new campaign. I've been hitting as many live streams as I can. I really appreciate Vets Talking. I really appreciate Sheila Aliens. I appreciate all the people, ETEP and Jeff Hicks, all the people who had me on. And I love the story, I love the characters, and I love the idea of it continuing to grow and thrive. And I can't wait to get out, Dom's Origin. I can't wait to get out Volume 2. I just have faith in this product, and I appreciate everybody who has taken this journey to help get it to where it is. And thank you.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Happy to do so.
Do you know what's next?
For
WWE Studio Slam.
WWE Studio Slam? Actually, no. What is it?
So, we started with the Scorpion King because that's where the whole thing began.
Of course.
Then we went into 12 rounds. Yep. 1, 2, and 3.
Made sense to do them all together.
It felt right. So, for the next 6 episodes of WWE Studio Slam, we are going to slam the Marine franchise. So I still distinctly remember one of my primary complaints about the Marine, and I also distinctly remember one of my primary complaints about the Marine too, because I don't like this franchise.
Yeah, I don't either. Hence my sigh when I realized you said 6 episodes. I'm like, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I apologize.
Yeah.
But it's for the content.
Well, on the upside, at least we both agree 12 rounds, 3 is a 3 across the board.
Yeah, good.
So we have some positive energy going into the Marine. Maybe it'll give me some much needed light as I rewatch these movies. Oh, Lord.
So how many have you watched, you know?
The first 2.
Okay, so I have watched the first 4.
Alright, you did better than me.
And so the reason I have watched them is because my mother, she was, obviously she knew I loved wrestling, so she thought she was doing me a solid. Every time these come out, she's like, "I got you. Merry Christmas."
That's so sweet.
And I on the inside, I would laugh and I would smile. I would be like, "Well, I appreciate the gesture."
Listen,
but I know
she knew you loved wrestling.
Exactly.
That was the important.
That was the important thing, and that's partially why that I picked these to come next, because it makes me smile to think about, like I said, the gesture, the thought,
you appreciate the memories more than the movies themselves.
Exactly.
See, I don't have that. I don't have these attachments.
Oh, for sure.
To the movie, so I'm just gonna be watching the movie and remembering why the hell I'm watching this movie.
And you can blame me.
My God.
And then while you blame me, blame Everlasting Survivors, because that's why the channel exists. Thank you for watching. Come back next time. Appreciate it.
Yeah, guys.